Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, "I never thought about it until I hurt my back." Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, "I realized that I like that side of the game." Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. And Brent, coming up to the halfway point of the season, many things can still happen, but it feels like we're starting to filter out who the real contenders will be.
Yeah, I think we're right now, Kevin, in the spot where the tide is filling in both conferences. You start to see coaches shorten their lineup a little bit, making sure that they're getting sharper, getting the rest. And one of the telltale signs, Kevin, is that good teams are destroying the teams that they should, preparing themselves for the playoffs.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Karl Anthony Towns is out there at Nance. Then there's Wells. Then there's the captain. And it's Ball in at the point. And he makes that one.
As Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Davis sets a screen. And the rejection by Towns. Ball with a wide open look. No good on the triple. And the Pelicans with possession here, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right. They're at major turning points. They miss a series of shots. They make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
Here's Chapman, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Free throw good from Chapman. Both free throws good from Chapman.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Turner. Screen by Cousins. Back to Rondo. Pocket 6. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
It's underrated, but Rondo possesses terrific strength. Even when you get the contact, he has a way of being able to create and finish shots.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Davis up top. Davis setting the pick for Rondo. Nance with some nice D. Lakers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Ball with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Chapman the pass to Towns. And the rejection by Cousins.
Offensively, you better respect the reach of DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific. Getting a hand on that one and swatting it away.
Here's Turner, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns. The Pelicans have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early. First free throw is good.
And the leadership that Evan Turner offers up can be a huge bonus. This is a guy who continues to accept and play well within his role.
Ball ball. The pass to Chapman. Towns the screen. Here's Wells. And no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Outside Turner. He kicks it to Rondo. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Outside Turner. Towns against Cousins. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
There are just these times where defense has no effect on DeMarcus Cousins. His jumper right now looking silky smooth.
Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq.
Ref, where is the foul right there? Like, he fucking...
Other players can lay into them and not even make a hit, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Here's Chapman, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point, 2-point shot attempt averages for the Lakers.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the 3-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
And the first one comes. Both free throws good from Chapman. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Screen by Cousins. Rondo kicks to Davis. Back to Rondo. Davis with a screen on Nance. To the middle. And it's Davis missing.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen to complete the play.
Now Rondo, after the missed 3 from Shanny Wells. Davis sets a screen. Takes it from 10. 6 on the shot clock. Good. It's Cousins picking up the assist. Davis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Towns dishes the ball. And that one, good.
And the focus there, when ball is close to the rim, he's really good at getting good shots up and over the defense.
Now here's Anderson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. No good from Cousins. Here's Chapman. The feed the ball. Or the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ball's got 8 points.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
Davis sets a screen. Kicks it to Cousins. Stolen by Ball. And here's the break. Towns wide open. The rebound by Anderson.
That was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
Well, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
That one falls.
Explosive rising up in the mid-range, a shot that this offense is more familiar with.
Chapman the pass to Ball. Here's Towns. Another miss by Towns. New Orleans has gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Rondo. Clock at 6. The pass to Cousins. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Cousins has got his second basket of the night.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
It's Redick on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Reddick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Feeds it to Ball. Here's Wells, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Lakers lead by 1. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Cousins with another miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Let's go. Shot clock reset for the Lakers. Towns, no luck. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And Anderson kicks to Reddick. Cousins with a screen for Reddick. Towns with the steal. Here's Chapman. And that one clearly a foul. Get through whistling. 2 shots coming up.
And with the pause and the action, let's look at the numbers for the Capitals. He's getting around 38 points per, 13 assists, and 14 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
And he makes the first. Hey, Brent, Jerry West once said that his ultimate lineup would feature 5 6'9" players. It features so much switching, and you were just talking about this. Would that be the perfect recipe for a versatile lockdown defender?
Well, I'd take 4 6'9" players in Jerry West. How about that? That might be
Always
good.
include
I'm in
West
a
with
career
anybody,
game,
right? West with anybody.
No doubt about it. At 6'9",
I'm in a
I think
career
what
game,
Jerry's
bro.
alluding to there, Kevin, is the fact that each of those guys would have a tremendous amount of length to cover up the floor. So foot quickness, lateral movement, and then that length to bother anybody, not only challenging shots, but also getting to the rim and making sure that there's some protection around the interior part of your defense.
Lays it up off the glass. Chapman's got 10 points.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Now here's Anderson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. More in the corner. Will it go? The kick out to Anderson. Hill has the open look. Hits the...
Of course he has the open look, because you didn't fucking jump, Brooke. What the fuck are you doing?
Down the three ball.
Chapman the pass to Lopez. Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Hill.
Good sound, motherfucker.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Frazier against Jackson. Frazier takes the ball. There's a screen down low.
15.
Oh, he blocked it to the flex off the backboard.
Run with him, run with him, run with him. Come here.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Hill. Jackson in the corner. There's the triple.
I gotta see me.
And New Orleans will come the other way. And Hill has it in the corner. No good with the triple. Lakers leading by 4.
I'll give me that shit for you to do
It's
something.
going by Hill.
Come on, Lonzo. What are you doing?
Anderson with the screen for Hill. Here's Withy. Lopez covering. Withy, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Chapman. 35 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his
That was
scoring.
11
He
to
was in
16.
complete control out there. And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action. That's good from Brook Lopez. And
Brooke Lopez with the ability to face up and break post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He is a load to handle for defense.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kid Gilchrist has checked in. The three from Hill. They get it back. Here's Withy. And again, New Orleans has no up.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Chapman. 12 points for him. Randall a screen on Anderson. Lock at 6. Chapman the pass to Randall. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Randall's got his first points in this one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Frazier dishes to Withy. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Randall a screen on Anderson. It's stolen by Hill.
Come on, Randall, catch the ball,
Here
baby.
comes Anderson all alone, and it's good for 2.
Can't be doing that.
Very
This
well.
is too easy for you to catch
both
it.
himself and his teammates out there on a roll.
Here's Chapman, up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Frazier against Jackson. Frazier kicks to Anderson. They set the screen.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, man.
Randall, 4 on the clock. Here's Frazier. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Lakers leading by 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson kicks for Randall. Pass to Chapman. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. Hill left side. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Hill. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
This was so stupid.
J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the...
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball.
There's no doubt of it. Platoon swap here for New Orleans. The star big men pair of Davis and Cousins are up front. Rajon Rondo is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Rondo, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Davis, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Davis has got 6.
There's a good feel that on the backside something was going to open up, and Cousins saw that.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He scored 35 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. And he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. But, man, he loved
Come on, Lonzo, what are you doing?
here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
And both free throws good for Davis. Running from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
And here's Rondo after the made shot from Chapman. Rondo, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Ball. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Henderson and the rejection by Town. Here's Wells, 11 points in the game. Here's Chapman. Pass to Towns. And Davis
Oh my God, Towns, what are you doing?
A lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Henderson. And so we
Jesus Christ, man. Missing an easy-ass layup.
Brett, when you were playing, your ability to pass and shoot, you were 6'7", really a positionless player before the term became popular. You could play so many ways in so many different positions all over the floor. I would think that would fit today's game perfectly.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Kevin. I'd like to think that I was a bit of a switchblade player, especially the way the offenses now are expanding to the three-point line and giving guys with creativity a lot of room to operate. And if the first available shot's an open 3 for a guy on your team, I could probably sink my teeth into something like that.
You like positionless basketball? Why do you like watching it now?
Well, that's the way I play defense, Kevin. Positionless.
And here's Reddick following Lonzo Ball's 3. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from J.J. Reddick. Wells in the corner. They grab their own miss. Here's Towns. Pass to Chapman. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Wells' shot is good.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Outside Rondo. Outside Reddick. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Come on, J.J. Reddick should not be getting fucking fouls at the rim.
With the prototype, when it comes to his release point on that jump shot, so quick off the catch, always has his feet set and squared and ready to deliver that dagger.
Now, here's Ball. A 20-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Hey, Greg, with Reddick, that great shooting form he has is one of the reasons his game has aged so well.
Out of bounds with big-ass
Be
feet.
able to last in the NBA when he was drafted. Might have one of the longest careers of that draft class. Just keeps producing at any age.
Payne, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers leading by 8. Ball, the pass to Chapman.
And that's foul number 2.
Yep.
Maybe you don't sit it at this point, but you really have to be careful not pick up another defense.
Los Angeles, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
We're glad I broadcasted this
Trail
game.
by
So.
10. Rondo dishes to Cousins.
the passion and energy that Cousins plays with. As long as it's in control, he goes hard at it every game.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
Good on the second free throw. Lakers leading by 9. Ball kicks to Wells. The pass to Chapman. He feeds it to Towns. Over Cousins. Los Angeles with another miss.
Just not his night so far, guys.
Outside, Redick. Outside Rondo. Cousins hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Cousins has got 9 points.
Cousins aggressive in the paint where he can do some serious damage to your defense.
Now the dish the ball. They set the pick. Out to Payne. 6 to shoot. Ball, the pass to Payne. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Cousins with a screen for Rondo. Anderson with the ball. Now defended by Chapman. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 7 on the bucket from DeMarcus Cousins.
The way that Cousins keeps that one in control, an amazing job how he fights through the contact, something he is very used to.
Here's Chapman, 20 points for him. Dishes it to Wells. There's a good screen. Towns the screen. Stolen by Anderson. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Los Angeles. Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, you have done a really good job finding other guys and creating for yourself. What are you seeing out there that allows you to do that?
You know, a lot of it is just seeing what's available when we come down the floor and just, you know, making a decision from there. I want to be able to punish them if they give me too much space, but, you know, as soon as they start focusing on me, then I can get the ball to an open man, and the team has done a great job of finishing the play so far, DA.
Trust is so big in this league. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. They've got Towns, a captain out there with Larry Nance, and there's Wells, and it's Ball in at the point guard.
JJ doing it from all over, shooting left side, right side.
JJ Redick scoring you again, Sammy. I swear to God, you sit in the next game. This nigga's taking him off the dribble. Hey, JJ Redick.
A few more points onto their lead.
Stop that.
With the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Rondo dishes to Cousins. Back to Rondo. Screen by Cousins. Rondo kicks to Turner. Cousins inside. Towns on that one goes. Count it. That's 7 points for Evan Turner.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The feed now to Towns. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Lakers lead by 7. New Orleans has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Turner passes to Davis. And Turner kicks to Redick. Cousins with a screen on Towns. Shot clock at 6. Redick dishes to Turner. 17-foot shot on the way. Outside for Redick. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Redick's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there. And he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
Towns, the screen. Off the screen, and the dunk by Towns.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pelicans trail by 6. Now here's Rondo. Cousins with a screen for Turner. Off the pick, and he knocks down the jumper. Turner's got 9.
Oh, wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Towns in the corner, lets the 3 fly, and another 3 for the Lakers.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Davis sets a screen. Outside, Reddick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lakers leading by 7. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Olden.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. Yes, I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. It's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win. Some changes for New Orleans. Ejuan Moore comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Frazier in for Rajon Rondo. Kicks it to Cousins. Back to Frazier. Turner with the screen. Frazier with it. Now guarded by Ball. Feeds to Cousins. Shot from 12. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
Good job by Cousins on the catch-and-shoot game there, establishing that rhythm, catching the ball. Had some flow with that.
Here's Chapman. He's got 22. Towns, the screen. Down low. And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain.
Third.
Foul number 2 for him. Hill, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And then for Los Angeles, Brook Lopez is checked in for Towns. Ando comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Jackson in for Ball. Now here's Frazier. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Screen by Cousins. And here's Moore outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Fucking fade away 3. Come on now.
So you got to D him up, especially when he's behind the arc.
Randall passes to Jackson. Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Hill. This is it to Lopez. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Well, again, Los Angeles.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a free.
Frazier kicks to Davis. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. And Cousins throws it down.
I don't know how much more we can laud the play of DeMarcus Cousins, but he's on a roll like this. He is something to watch. When Anthony Davis came into the NBA, you started to think about how he could dominate on the post, but it's really the growth in him as a shooter to stretch it out, shoot three-point shots that really has opened up some eyes.
Screen by Cousins for 3. Hill! Randall grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 7. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Chapman. Randall with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Be better if you stop asking stupid ass questions like
Off the
that.
back of the rim.
Right thing there.
It'd be better if you stop asking me stupid ass questions like that.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? When the fuck do you give a fuck about my day game?
If he has that outside shot, here's a reminder.
It's a nice day out. I'm assuming the day went good.
Here's Chapman. Cousins throws it in. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight.
It's a fucking dunk. Shouldn't have been a fucking rebound.
Inside. And there's the
There it is. That's right.
And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Let me come around.
When you look at the captain, some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things
Nice
have
boy.
happened, and we'll just have to
Because I'm chilling, man. I'm just balling right now, chilling. Just thinking about going down the ball, waiting on T to come back. It does take it forever. And I'm probably going to go home later on at like 6
Yeah, I think it's
or
safe
7.
to say that
One of the two. Whenever my girl decides she wants to fucking leave the job. You
going to be tuning into.
know what I mean? I can't be mad at her though, because I mean, bitch worked 96 hours last 2 weeks.
This is a look at the NBA's history here over the last 10 games. These guys
Other than that, it's gravy, man.
captain, and uncommonly
Looking like I'm on my way to my 38th win, hopefully. I'm only up 6 right now.
Him dropping more dimes than you might have thought.
What else can I say?
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship
Free throw,
round.
Julius.
So this is the guy who is used to the spotlight.
and he makes the first. New Orleans making some changes.
Yeah, man. I got Michael Kidd Gilchrist. I hate this motherfucker when he come in because he can't shoot for shit. Plays great D. Can't shoot for shit.
The sub, Kidd Gilchrist is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pelicans trail by 8. And Reddick kicks to Frazier. Outside Hill. Pass to Anderson. Hill, a screen on Randall. It's Anderson with the drive. And so he draws the
Oh, they call a foul? He fucking laid it up and hit the bottom of the backboard. How was that a foul?
He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it.
Yeah, he hit the bottom of the backboard. Come on, ref.
He can be tough to contain.
Come on, ref. Open your eyes, buddy.
Free throw, good, Anderson.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Los Angeles leading by 6. There's a good screen. Fades away. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
The classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Nobody near Kidd Gilchrist. Here's Lopez.
Nobody near him, and he fucking bricked that shit.
They pick up a second chance point.
You bum ass
And
nigga.
it's an 11-point Laker lead.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring to the post in one. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
4 on the clock.
Good D.
Here's Frazier.
You can shoot that horrible shot.
Rebound the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me,
The problem with you is Kidd
Yeah, they
Gilchrist is that you
rebounded better
can't.
than the U.S. economy, and that
Can't
turned it into
shoot.
a blowout victory. They were dominant on the
Look at
glass.
Brooke, though.
The
Look
shot
at Brooke,
good from
though.
Lopez.
13 dimes. It's only the third quarter.
Set screens. It might
Feeling
seem
pretty
like
good
a
right now,
small
man.
part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Now here's Anderson. 7 points in the game. They set the pick. Reddick. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Reddick's got 17.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Outside, Kidd Gilchrist. Here's Chapman. He's guarded by Hill. And there's a slam dunk to finish it off.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Frazier dishes to Anderson. Kid Gilchrist against Reddick. And it's sent back by Lopez. Now the Lakers on the break. And Wells the bucket on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. 21 points for Shabby Wells.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Frazier kicks to Hill. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Withy.
Nice block.
Lopez with the block. Fast break. The Lakers. Wells is running. Lopez inside. Withy on him. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Chapman. It drops.
Ooh, hang in the air, baby.
Blistering hot. 9 for 11.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Hey, Brent, we know there's a lot of John, a lot of communication out there on the floor. And when you were playing, who was the best trash talker you ever went up against?
Well, I played with the notorious one in Seattle by the name of Gary Payton. A lot of people put him pretty high up on their list. I also remember one Bonzi Wells at his time when he was with the Portland Trailblazers and Sacramento Kings, being a bit lippy. And then occasionally there would be a John Barry talking to me, but
really,
I never listened to him growing up, Kevin, so why would I listen to him on the court?
Good way to approach it. That one good for 2. Withy's got his second basket of the game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Lakers working the ball around now. Right wing. There's a screen. Kid Gilchrist against Reddick. Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
A nice shot by Frazier.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward, exceptional court awareness.
Now the pass to Chapman. 26 seconds left in the third. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Just be straight donking on them all day.
Frazier
no
outside.
Davis. No Cousins.
And Hill has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Kid Gilchrist. He's off on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Feeling good about
Kid Gilchrist. He's off on that one.
Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Forget about the scoring, let's compete. Just compete, that's all. It's not that hard to do now.
Without worrying about what's led up to this point, Alvin Gentry trying to refocus his players' efforts.
Yeah, I mean, dwelling on the point differential at this point isn't going to fix anything. But all 5 guys giving maximum effort, that might be a cure-all for a whole lot.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. They've got Turner. Jeff Withy is out there with Anderson. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Frazier in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now Rondo. Michael Kid Gilchrist missing from long range. Outside Rondo. From the strike, off the left rim and out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Chapman the basketball. He kicks to Towns. It's stolen by Rondo. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And it's
Hey, Lonzo?
Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Shot on the wing. A shot that time, not on target. And New Orleans will go the other way. Frazier dishes to Rondo. Rebound the Lakers. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Chapman the pass to Towns, and he gets the bucket. Towns has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Lakers.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Passes to Chapman. To the paint. Carl Anthony Towns again. Towns has got 11 points here in just the second half. Pelicans trail by 18. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Frazier kicks to Anderson. Anderson with the screen for Turner. Carl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Nance. He feeds it the ball. Here's Towns. A 3-pointer off the mark. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of this is just the one made. Here's Turner. Offensive rebound. Lakers leading by 18. Stolen by Anderson. Outside Turner. Right at the free throw line, and he gets the jumper to drop. Turner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So this is the area that Evan Turner has built his house, the mid-range, finding his way into the paint and scoring the basketball.
Now, here's Ball. Back to Towns. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Los Angeles with another miss.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. He needs a little bit more help from him.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And the intelligence, his overall basketball IQ, Ball just has a knack for being in the right spot, especially when the break is on.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete, but Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for New Orleans. Anthony Davis comes in for Tim Frazier. The Lakers also with the sub. Wells, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And the dump by Towns.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Pelicans trail by 20. And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Greg, pretty good company to be in.
I tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
Now Rondo, after the missed three from Chapman. Rondo kicks to Turner. Cousins with a screen for Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Moves back up. Wells with the steal. To the left side wing. And again, it's the Lakers.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10
coming off assists.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Cousins got
3 assists
all the pump fakes, man.
Lakers leading by 20. Here's Chapman on the wing. Nance. The dish now to Ball. Here's Wells. The Lakers rebound. Shoots the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Wells has got 12 points in just the second half.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Rondo kicks to Anderson. Dishes to Davis. Rebound the Lakers. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Cousins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Second chance effort. And it's Davis laying it in.
It's a phenomenal crash from Anthony Davis on the boards there. He comes up with the rebound and gets an easy putback.
Now Ball. Wells passes to Chapman. Brent, for the NBA, it's been a very prosperous time over the last couple decades. What do you think has been the key factor or factors in the growth and the popularity of the game?
Kevin, I think the game speaks for itself and always will. The NBA, to me, is the greatest game that we get a chance to watch. Athleticism and poetry and motion. But one of the things at its foundation and core that I love is that the guys that are carrying the mantle for the league right now are likable, and there's nothing that beats likability.
And they appreciate, Brent, I think they appreciate the people that were before them very much.
I think they not only appreciate what's gone before them, Kevin, they're in the moment now, and they appreciate what's going on with their careers in their moment.
Count that one.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Rondo dishes to Cousins. Back to Rondo. Turner with the screen. Rondo kicks to Turner. Now the feed to Cousins. From 12 feet out. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers leading by 19. And here is Ball. Ball of a pick from Chapman. Ball, the pass to Chapman. Wells dishes to Towns. Kicks it to Wells. Shoots over Redick. Second shot opportunity. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. Such an adjustment for young players drafted into the NBA, managing money, being accountable to your teammates, to the many things that tug and pull on you. Brent, can the league do anything more to help them through this sometimes uncomfortable process?
I think the league does a great job, Kevin, of addressing these things, not only the NBA, but certainly the Players Association in terms of educating the players. To me, Kevin, as an ex-player, though, the biggest responsibility falls on the veteran players of that team to take a young player under their wing, to watch what it is that they're doing socially, and to make sure that they set them up for success off the court.
No problem knocking that one down. That's now 32 points for the captain.
And like how alert Wells is on the floor. High motor, guy who knows when one of his guys is open.
Now here's Rondo. Davis sets a screen. Looking to get it going. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
and just enjoy watching Rondo utilize that speed on the drive. Just kind of nice through the defense there and dares you to attack it.
At the line for two. The free throw drops for Rondo. Well, a few things have become clear with Rondo in the past few seasons. One, Greg, he needs to be happy with his situation in order to be productive. And two, he can give you big numbers at times, but he isn't the player he once was on that Celtic team.
Yeah, Rondo he's such a hard-headed guy and has his own way of approaching things. If you clash with him, everything goes up in flames with his game. He needs to be on the same page with his coach, and he's running out of coaches who will put up with it.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Over the decades, the way the league has grown, phenomenal, due in no small part to the leadership. Brett, what are some of the key traits you've seen of these two great NBA commissioners?
I think the one thing about both David Stern and Adam Silver that they have done a great job with is that they're approachable. There doesn't seem to be a time, at least in an NBA player's career, where they don't feel like they could either call the office and within maybe a day or two hear from somebody from the league office. But the fact that both David Stern and Adam Silver find their way out to arenas throughout the regular season, come to see every team, that approachability, I think, far and away sets those two gentlemen aside.
Davis sets a screen. Rondo kicks to Cousins to the inside. Here's Davis. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Chapman.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Nance, now atop the key. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Feeds it the ball. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Chapman the pass to Wells. They set the pick. Pass to Nance. Ball kicks to Nance. He dishes it to Wells. Back to Nance. Pass to Chapman. The feed to Towns. It's stolen by Rondo.
Towns. Why would you pass that like that?
Hey, Brent, in other sports, later draft picks often become all-star level players. That seems to be much more rare in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure, Kevin, and there are a lot of great finds for NBA teams in the second round and even late into the second round as guys who make solid contributions not only to their team right away because they might be more mature players that are passed over because the young guys show potential. I think that scouts do a great job of finding that rare talent. Maybe they're selected a little bit more early than they would be in previous drafts. There's much more information out there for GMs to get at.
From 13, great D that time from Reddick. Pelicans trail by 20.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the captain.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The pass to ball. Towns, the screen. Pass to Chapman. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Wells. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking. Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Another triple-double tonight. So is this something you're planning to do all season?
You know, as often as I can. You know, I feel like when I'm able to contribute in multiple ways, the team is better off. Of course, there's no way that I'm able to get numbers without the help of my guys. So, you know, all credit should be sent their way. I felt, you know, we played a strong game tonight.
Well, you all did, but you led the way, so congratulations. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Berry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.